Nick Cenac. EDY gets another win, beats Ellender on their home floor. Coach, 3-0, team playing well. Talk about the latest performance tonight.
Yeah, man, just very proud of them, and I told him before the game, I said 3-0 sounds better than 2-0. And we know, Ellender's traditionally a very tough team. They were in my district for a long time, and I kind of told you earlier, it was nice to finally get a chance to beat them. I hadn't beaten them in my entire career, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Robinson, and I know the situation's tough there, and they're doing a really good job. So, for us, we just prepared well. I told the girls we had to come out and play tough. We knew they had a lot of size. They were going to play tough inside particularly, and I thought we answered the call for sure. We matched their intensity. We rebounded the ball well tonight. We had an opportunity to get out in transition, and we finished well around the rim.
Gotta actually be a coach for a second. What are some things that you don't like? 3-0, what are some things you guys are working on coming out of the holidays?
Absolutely. Rebounding was one. Going into this game, we've been out-rebounded every single game we played in, including our scrimmages. So that was something we've really been focusing on, and I challenged them tonight. I said, I want to see us go out and rebound the ball well tonight. I didn't do the stats yet, but I'm pretty sure we had a good chance to out-rebound Ellender tonight. We're going to have to be more consistent offensively. You probably saw we went through stretches tonight where we struggled to score the ball. I think that stretch in the second quarter, we went about 5 or 6 minutes without scoring. So, against teams that are going to continue to put pressure on us offensively, we're going to have to work hard on the defensive end, but be able to go over and back on the other side and score baskets. It's kind of demoralizing when you play good defense and you can't put the ball in the basket. So just consistency, and that really comes from us putting skill work in, getting shots up in practice, and I think we're going to do all right. But, that's some things. Scoring and rebounding are two things we really need to focus on.
Caroline just told me a minute ago, she said, look, I like to pass the ball before scoring. I know as a coach, you like to hear that sometimes, but other times you like your best player to go and get some buckets. How do you juggle those two roles for her?
Yeah, look, that's just a testament to her of who she is as a person. She's a very giving kid, and she's such a great teammate, to a fault sometimes, and we want her to be able to play within the offense. A lot of what we do is centered around her, but I think that it also shows how much confidence she has in her teammates. And I'll tell you, in practice, we play great, and her teammates do a really good job. So I think she sees that in practice, and she knows it can translate to the game. So when we need a big bucket, we know who we can go to, and she kind of knows that. And there are times, I don't know how much she scored tonight, but, she was kind of quiet, but I bet I go look at the score sheet, she probably had 16 to 20, and it was a quiet 16 to 20. But, I think it's just big for her to be able to trust her teammates and know it, and juggling that dynamic for a lot of kids, it's tough because they're either too passive or they want to just shoot every time they come down the court. And for her, I think her decision-making is getting a lot better, and I think she's getting really, really good in that regard of knowing when to pass, when to shoot, and she's just becoming an overall team kid, and I love it for her.
She also told me that everyone in that locker room feels like you guys are further along this year than you were at this time last year. That's the vibe I get too. You can just see it in the body language. You guys know you're a better basketball team this winter compared to last.
Yeah, absolutely. And it started in the summertime. We started to really put things in. And I kind of told you guys on the podcast a few weeks ago, we were focusing a lot more last year on just implementing the system that I was going to be trying to run. What we do, what's our team standards, what's our policies, how do we show up to practice, what do we look like, what do we do? And it was more focused on that than actual basketball, and I think that those standards are set, and I think now we can focus more on the game, and you're starting to see that. We spent more time in the offseason and in the summer just implementing offense, focusing on team defense, and obviously working kind of tough with not having our volleyball and swimming kids. Now that they're back, we're just really hitting the ground running. But it's a confidence in them. Not to say that the skill wasn't always there. I think we have improved skill-wise, but these kids are confident in themselves. And I think that, in basketball in general, when you have a team that can really believe in themselves, the opportunities are endless. So our schedule's about to tick up. It's going to be a lot tougher moving forward. So we're ready for that. We're going to continue to prepare, and I'm super excited to see what we can accomplish this year.
Congrats, bro. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thank you. Same to y'all.